All right, my honeys, I just wanted to put in my 2 cents with the game plus mode for Dead Island 2. I have not messed with that. I haven't messed with game plus mode. It's uh it's something that's there. I did fool around with it a little bit with my Bruno, but I quickly got swept up in the Neighborhood Watch expansion for this game, and that's where I've kind of been stuck in. It's what I'm really interested in. It's so new, and I'm really enjoying my time with it. It's a lot of fun. Um, I know some people are having trouble with Game Plus mode, and I would have to question whether or not they played Dead Island 2 in a while. If you haven't played Dead Island 2 in a while and you never mastered block and dodge, if you've never mastered how to effectively use guns in this game, if you don't know actually when to use Fury mode and when not to, I could see some people having a really bad time with Game Plus mode. It's gonna be harder than the base game. And if you got through the base game a couple times, somewhat by the skin of your teeth, you should have gone back and played the game extensively to get really good at it. And this is coming from someone who's done, I think, 2 or 3 all white weapon runs. I played the game from beginning to end with all white weapons, no meat bait, and I completed those runs successfully. So I'm telling you that if you're having a problem with Game Plus mode, you probably should be have gone back and played around with the base game a little bit more before you dived into Game Plus mode. So that way you wouldn't have your ass handed to you so much. Right. So you need to make sure that you're bringing your A game to it, because those fancy weapons that you import into Game Plus mode are not going to carry your ass if you got no skill to back them up. The card loadouts are incredibly handy to have, but again, if you don't have the skill, those cards are not going to help. They're not going to save you. And those badass weapons are not going to save you if you don't have the skills to back it up with, right? The weapons and the card system are there to enhance your playstyle. They're not there to babysit you or crutch you through the experience. So I hate to say it, but that's true. Right. So if you're having a problem with Game Plus mode, I highly recommend that you go back, play the base game again, experiment with environmental hazards, how to use them effectively to your advantage, how to use block and dodge effectively to your advantage, study the Apex zombies up close, figure out what their weaknesses are, know what their movesets are, use it against them with block and dodge to bring them down. And just, I mean, a lot of people wanted Game Plus mode, said they wouldn't come back and play the game unless there was Game Plus mode. Well, you have it now. I was not one of those people that was clamoring for Game Plus mode. I think that the harder you make the game, the more the game is just harassing you. I felt that way with Dead Island 2 or Dying Light 2, right? I think Dying Light's nighttime mode was perfect. Dying Light 2's night mode just harasses you. It's a harassment. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, the game's just harassing you all night long. That's not scary. It's just annoying, right? So I don't know. I haven't dived into Game Plus mode enough to say, oh yeah, this is Dying Light 2's night mode, right? It's not scary. It's not intimidating. It's just annoying. The game's just harassing you. I don't know. I'm not going to say that. I don't feel like that's where the Game Plus mode went. I think it's just a skill issue on some players, and they either need to get back into the rhythm of their game, or they need to get good. So yeah. But anyway, I don't know about Game Plus mode. I've been playing Dead Island 2 ever since it came out. A lot of people left Dead Island 2. I never did. I've always been playing it. So I'm not nearly as excited about Game Plus mode as I was about Neighborhood Watch. And now that I've been playing it, really enjoying myself. So if I ever get into playing the Game Plus mode for Dead Island 2, I will give you all my thoughts. But for right now, all I can assume is it's basically Dead Island 2 only harder, and that's what people wanted. And now that they got it, some people are complaining about it. You need to go back and replay the game and figure out like what style you want your Slayer to be, because yeah, the weapons that you use and the skill card loadout that you use, it's not meant to carry you through the experience. It's meant to enhance your playstyle. So you need to figure that out. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents about some of the negative feedback I've seen and some of my friends have seen about the new Game Plus mode. I think in this case it really does come down to a just get good, bro, sort of saying, right? So yeah, we have covered guns on this game. We have covered like when to use Fury mode, when not to. Again, I'm speaking as a combat expert in this game. If I can finish this game from beginning to end with all like just 2 white weapons and no meat bait, and maybe using my gun like during like I use a gun once, and that's during facing off with the horde before you get to Ocean Avenue. And the reason why I do that is to cut for time. All right, we don't need to be slogging through a horde. Let's just get to Ocean Avenue, right? That's the only time you see me use a gun during my white weapon run. And even then, I show you how to effectively use guns. Always aim for the legs. If you got a bunch of zombies coming at you, aim for the legs. Drop them all to the ground, and then throw an explosive. Blow that shit up. It's glorious. So yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, maybe you just need to get good, bro. Anyway, that's all I got for now. You all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will catch you on the flip side.